Hello, my name is Manjuna. I am a UI and UX designer, and now I want to tell with you about prototyping. What the customer needs to know to order website or mobile app design. How often happens such a situation that customer want to make an order for the production of the site or application, but don't know how to start it? You come to designer or ask your friend about it, and you get an information that you need to make working prototypes. You need to describe everything in your future project, and this is really scary because you don't know how to start, you don't know what you should to do. um, Here is the good news too. All of this is the UX designer work, and the customer should not think about this. Actually, they are a very common problem. User interface designer cannot and not want to think about user scenarios. Okay, I want to describe some difference between user interface designer and user experience designer. A designer who works with the design of user interaction with the project called is the UX designer. It means user experience designer. And designer who works with directly drawing, drawing, painting, and style of site is called user interface designer. Most of designer combine this. One person can be user experience designer and user interface designer, and that's okay. Therefore, user interface designer can to ask ready prototypes from you. It's not a bad designer, but he is just work with interface, not with user interactions on the project. So in freelance work, every designer needs to be a little manager, a little developer, and a little salesman, and need to know how to combine everything and with the client's faults too. This situation it's not good in freelance because in the studio, in web studio or advertising agency, designer can get all information from his colleague, from UX designer, but freelancer very often cannot get this. He needs to be a UX designer too. So from customer side also need to trust the designer and be ready to pay for this invisible part of work. The client and the designer often do not understand each other and works get out bad. So, some words about prototyping. Usually the design prototype of the site means the following: site map. Site map is a list of all pages and a hierarchy of this and their connections. For example, article page can be found from a page with all articles or from main page, and contacts page can be found from site menu. Okay, next part of project is a description of pages, graphic or text description of all page components and all pages. Graphic is more preferable because this method shows the client a future project. And if we are talking about graphic prototypes, it's better to show them in great detail. At this stage, the dimensions, colors, style of elements are not important, but their location on the page is already specified. Now I want to show samples of a good wireframe and a bad wireframe. This one from my own project, for my customer. I made in Russia, but translate to English for better understanding. Okay, this is a sample of a good wireframe. Here, a very detailed description of every element of every block, and you can understand which one you can understand about location and hierarchy of blocks. And this is a bad example because the combined blocks and setting just filled color to show which blocks here will be. So at this stage, corrections from a customer can and should be made, because no one designer can to know about the customer business better than a customer. This stage actually is a UX designer work, not project manager work, not developer work, and not customer work. When a designer designs an interface, he relies on his experience and the experience of other designers. Also, he uses his knowledge in sales and marketing. Usually, the developer, the manager, and the customer do not have all of this knowledge. For illustration, I will describe the process of solving problem on a project when I use by myself. Suppose I design the real estate site, and I should to make the filter of offers of this project. In the beginning, I throw out a solution that comes in my head, and I have some drawing, and now split personality begins. I represent myself as user and trying to work with this filter, with this search. After this, I go to the sites like Behance, Dribble, and other, and watch the most big sites at this industry, and watching how designers solve this problem at these projects, and I try to combine it with my decision, or I throw away my own decision and get this from my colleagues. So something like this. The orders of steps is different, but it always my thoughts and my the experience of other designers. So, as you see, this takes a lot of time and get better with communication with the customer and users. Experience of designer just that to the next similar filter. I already know the solution of this problem. And I can use this on make some little changes and I use it to the new project. So the customer needs to waste a lot of time, weeks or even months, to make everything correct, because he needs to get to work with every detail at his future project and watching how it connect with other works of other projects, other sites, and this is really hard. And but experienced designer can do this much faster. It's a real economic way. What is it? The statement of work? The statement of work is a document that specifies the technical characteristic of the project and the task that project faces. Of the technical characteristics, usual information from developer. The site domain, links to brand documents, and other. That's it.